In the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got
this thing. Coach SHA-PODCAst, episode number 17. Yeah, episode 17. We are back in the saddle. Sorry for the delay. Your man has been super productive, super busy. Several speaking engagements in the month of May. I'll get rid of this gum right quick. I'll be smacking all of y'all here. But your man got to do a little bit of spreading the word, man, and encouraging our youth, encouraging our city. Very fulfilling. Just been speaking all over the place. Got a chance to welcome all my college athletes back for the off season, and a whole lot going on with your man, Coach Shabazz. I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Still trying to get to that first milestone of 1,000 subscribers. So share, subscribe. I want to shout out to my sponsors real quick. And you're going to notice a couple more sponsors on your boy's sponsor list now. First, my man Keith Cannon, Arm Beef Dogs. Second, shout out to Mary Claire White, Sugar Ghost. We have partnered. Hold on. I got to show y'all again. Yeah, dog. Hold on. Man, listen. We got protein ice cream, and it's fire. So, yes, sir. 3 different flavors, cookies and cream, chocolate, and butter pecan. My newest sponsor, Sauna Box. The Sauna Box. Portable saunas. You step in them bad boys, they get up to 170 degrees, steaming hot. Also had the infrared sauna, but Sauna Box, make sure you go and cop one. Use the code Raheem Shabazz, and there's a link in my bio as far as how to enter my code and my link so that you get 10% off of your Sauna Box. All right. So, all right, y'all. First things first, 3 topics I want to discuss. First topic right off the top. I asked the young athletes, what would you guys like for me to speak about today? The first topic that came to mind was, what was it? It was 3 of them. Hold on. Let me get it right. Eli's was, what do you do after you train? The proper steps, the proper things you do, the proper compliments to training, how to maximize the actual workout. All right. The first topic, college recruiting. We're at the point of young athletes' career where a lot of kids get offers. A lot of kids are graduating high school. A lot of kids are transitioning into a very, very big recruiting year. Coach Shabazz, how do I get recruited? All right. And the last topic is probably the most touchy of the 3. Coach Shabazz, how do you tell somebody in the gym that they are carrying the funk? And I'm not talking about the P-funk. I'm not talking about Parliament. I'm talking about the funk. I'm talking about your hygiene. Some days we come in the gym and that baby smell like an onion. So how do we address personal hygiene amongst young athletes? Very, very important topics. And I'm going to get into all 3 of them. All right. First one off top of the list, college recruiting. It's very, very near and dear to my heart. A lot of athletes are getting closer to the end of their high school careers. And we're starting to notice that a lot of recruiting is picking up for some, and it may not be picking up for you. So what do you do? The biggest thing that you can do to help yourself as far as recruiting is, number 1, film. Okay? Make sure you have updated game film, all your best plays, your top plays, because you want to make sure that if a coach gets your film, looks at your film, that the very first play, they're like, oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, man. Oh, they're all wild plays. Make sure they're big plays at the very, very beginning of your film. That way the coaches, you have the coach's attention. Okay. The other thing that might be very underrated, training film. Coaches also want to see you work out. They want to see that you're not just a person who likes to play the game, not just a student, but do you work hard behind the scenes? So that is very, very underrated. And I'm telling you right now, it is so, so valuable. I have helped so many kids get scholarship offers first off of training film. They see the training film, they have their attention. They see the game film, oh yeah, they both translate, and they reach out to the kid and they make a scholarship offer. A few years ago, I was doing the Shabazz Combine when COVID was kind of on the back end of COVID. Things are starting to open up a little bit, but a lot of college coaches weren't traveling around quite a bit. They weren't traveling around as much. So what I did was I put on a free combine, one at Houston High School, one at FACS. And what I did was I took all the athletes through combine testing, 5, 10, 5, broad jump, 40, vertical jump, all the testing that they could do out on the field. Then we did position drills, and then we did one-on-ones. And what I would do is I would take all the data, all the scores, I would put them down, top performers, and I started sending them out to college coaches. You would not believe the response that I got from coaches just off seeing these combine numbers, combine drills, and watching the kids work out on the field. Several kids picked up scholarship offers based off the combine alone. All right. Now, obviously, with things opening up, things being back to normal, they still they may not just rely so much on just a combine, but still, it shows the athlete's athleticism. It shows they're competitive. It shows that they will test well, and physically they can hang at the next level. So it's very, very important. Not just game film, also training film. Also, strategically pick which camps you want to go to. If you have talked to a coach at a specific college, go to that camp. All right. Go to one mega camp. One. There will be hundreds of coaches there at this one particular camp. You are bound to be noticed by at least one coach if you go to a mega camp. A lot of kids have made the mistake of going to 20, 30 camps in one summer. Okay. How can you perform at your best if you're constantly camp after camp after camp after camp? Your body's fatigued, your body gets tight, and you can't maximize your performance, or you can't really be at your absolute best. Then you increase the risk of injury dramatically. So be very, very strategic about what camps you go to. Okay. So just off the top of my head, those are some quick tips to help with college recruiting. All right. Next topic. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. Okay. I train athletes all day long, and I talk to athletes all day long about not just the importance of doing the extra work behind the scenes, but the importance of your nutrition, the importance of recovery, the importance of, an offshoot of recovery, sleep. So one of the kids today the kids were kind of just joking around and commenting, and one kid in particular he decided not to come today to train because he thought it was just recovery day. That bothers me because you got to be mature enough to understand how important it is to fully recover. If recovery wasn't important, why in the world would NBA and NFL and MLB and Major League and NHL players harp on it so much in between games, post games, days off? They're doing full recovery days. They're in the ice tub. They're in the Normatec sleeve. They're getting stem. They're hitting the saunas. They're foam rolling. They're doing yoga. They're doing all of these things to smooth out the fascia, to get lactic acid out, to get the soreness out, to get the stiffness out. All of these things so that they can continue to perform at a high level because they're in a competitive atmosphere, and you got to be at your best. No coach wants to hear, man, coach, I was sore. That's why I didn't have a good game. Nobody want to hear that. What we're here to do is compete. When it's time to compete, you better be at your best. And when you're not competing, you better be preparing to compete. You better be practicing hard. And if you have a strain or a pull, even muscle soreness, just being sore, okay? Get in the ice tub, get in the hot tub, get in the sauna, get in the Normatec sleeves. Do these things consistently so that you're always able to perform at your optimal level. Young athletes in particular. Listen, man. Young athletes take this for granted the most for two reasons, okay? Sometimes we think work, and if you recover, you're soft. Or if you recover, that's so uninformed, ill-advised, and half-educated. Man, I had a coach, man, I was training a football team, and I am going to say this. I was training a football team a couple years ago. It happened to be my son's senior year of high school. And I wanted to help this one football team so freaking bad. And I'm a scientist, and I'm a professional at what I do. This is what I do. Big part of training is recovery. Season starts, and I tell the team, I said, guys, and I tell the coach, I said, look, man, Saturday mornings, I'm going to set up my entire facility strictly for recovery. I have 4 ice tubs, 4 stations for stemming, any injuries or anything, 4 saunas to get that soreness and that stiffness out, 4 stations for foam rollers, and bring the entire team right after the game. The coach went and told the kids, A, not to come, B, his words specifically, recovery is for hoes. Soft folks do recovery. We don't need to do all that. We got work to do. End quote. And this is the coach telling young athletes this. Ask any college coach, ask any professional coach how important recovery is. Then repeat that goofy statement that some coach who parents are trusting their kids with, and let them tell how asinine that statement is and forever will be. All right, recovery, extremely important. If it wasn't, professional athletes wouldn't do it, college athletes wouldn't do it, and it wouldn't make it mandatory for it to be done. All right, the other thing, nutrition. Come on, dog. You tear your body down during training. You tear your body down during competition. You got to refuel it and rebuild it, and you have to consistently do that. If you are training consistently, you got to consistently hydrate your body, rehydrate your body, put the right macronutrients into your body through your food intake, and you got to get proper sleep. Now, let me talk on the nutrition side just for a moment. I use this analogy all the time. Athletes are like rockets, okay? Rocket ships, okay? You have a regular vehicle, let's say a Ford Focus. Ford Focus, let's say it takes 87 gas. All right, you got a BMW, okay? Some BMWs may take 89, some BMWs may take 93. All right, let's say now you got a big truck. You got a Ford F-150, okay? You got a Bentley truck or whatever the case may be. That takes 93 gas. You would not put the same type of gas in a Bentley that you would put in a Ford Focus. Now let's continue to go. You're not gonna put the same type of gas in a Bentley that you would put into a tank. Okay? You're not gonna put the same type of fuel in a tank that you would put into a 747. One takes more power, so one needs a different kind of fuel to perform better. And above all, most importantly, you are not going to put the same type of fuel in a 747 that you would put into a rocket that needs the power to get off the ground, go into space, handle its business in space, and come back into space. Why is this the case? Because different vehicles require different things. They require different fuel. You're an athlete. You are not a regular person. You got to move in accordance to that. Everybody can't do what you do. Everybody can't run for 45 minutes straight, go lift weights, go out there. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't jump 48 inches off the ground. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't run a 4.3. Everybody cannot block 300-pound linemen, okay? So because you can, you got to fuel your body the right way in complement to what you do in the weight room or what you do on the field. What you tear down, you got to put it back. Then what you put into your body rebuilds what you tore down, okay? I use this example all the time. Muscle fibers, like I said, they're folded like this. You tear them down in the weight room. You tear them down during training. What you eat fills those spaces, fills those gaps, and brings those muscle fibers back stronger. And then you repeat that process again and again. That's like you continue to progress. So the complementary aspects of training, man, hydrate, recover, and you got to get sleep. Oh, young people, we want to go out all night. We want to play the game all night. We want to, shoot, man, I can leave it at that. We want to go smoke weed. We want to go drink. We want to do all this stuff and think that we can continue to perform at an optimal level. Baby boy, baby girl, it's going to catch up with you when it catches up with you. And it's guaranteed that it will. So make sure you're doing the right things away from training to maximize your actual training. All right. Third topic, the funk. The P funk, the A funk, meaning the armpit funk, the breath funk, the feet funk, the any funk, any funk you can. I'm being goofy, dog. I'm sorry. Any funk you can think of. All right. I'm done joking. Okay, young athletes, and I can't just say young boys, young girls. When you know you're about to be in an environment with several other people, first of all, if you're an athlete in Memphis, chances are, if you go into a weight room and you're already hot when you walk into the weight room, you probably don't know it for whatever reason, but everybody around you know it. And one of two things is gonna happen. They're gonna check you to high heaven behind your back, or they're gonna roast your behind to high heaven to your face in front of everybody. And you don't want no part of that action, boss. You don't want none of that smoke. So how do you avoid it? I'm gonna tell you something. Just keep it very, very simple. Yo, number one, keep some gum with you. That way, when you're talking, you good. I used to get offended. My better half used to say, she used to be on me about my breath. Make sure you talking to folks. You talking to people all day. You gotta make sure that you. And I used to be like, bro, who you talking to, man? All right, you're right. All right, let me let me go brush my tongue, floss. You know what I'm saying? Brush my teeth real good. Keep some gum with me. All the above, because I'm dealing with a whole lot of people all day long. Little boys, little girls, under our arms. We get a little hot, man. We perspire a little bit. Keep some deodorant with you. Keep it in your car. Keep it in your backpack. Check your boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Before you go into the workout, because one of the last things you want to do is be getting roasted out of something that you could have controlled before you go in. So we got to stop the funk. All right. Now, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. So, recently I've had the opportunity to go to several high schools, middle school graduations as a guest speaker, several churches as a guest speaker. And I've been extremely humbled and taken back and honored that they would ask me to come and do this, because it's something I really don't take lightly. I believe that words are life. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little with some positivity and some uplift as I close this thing out. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it short because I want the listeners to get caught up in the message, and I want you to really tune in and lock in with me and not get bored to death. But I do want to leave you on a positive note. I believe that words are life. Yo, man, words have the power of life and death. Words kill confidence. Words build confidence. Words kill dreams. Words build words build worlds. You have the power to show someone what's possible. You have the power to absolutely obliterate somebody's dreams and aspirations. Scripture in the Bible talks about life and death is in the power of the tongue, meaning you can heal somebody based off what you say. You can kill somebody based off what you say. Words cut. They do. Words also heal. Be careful what you say to people that you say you love. Be careful not to put too many people in a category of people that you say you hate. I pray that we understand how serious and how strong and powerful our words can be. And if we do, we'll find ourselves speaking more life to not only people that we love, but to people who need it that we don't even know. All right? That's it, man. I'm Coach Boss. Thank y'all very, very much. I love y'all so, so much. Follow Coach Boss, Team Shabazz1 IG, Team Shabazz1 TikTok, Raheem Shabazz 3800, obviously. Also, one of my athletes, her name is Ava Henderson, incredible, talented young kid. Follow all of her socials, Ava Henderson. I believe it's Ava's bakery shop. I might have to jump back on here and correct that very, very shortly. Please forgive me, Ava, if that's wrong. But it is Ava Henderson. Follow her on YouTube. Follow her on TikTok. And as always, man, again, I said it once before and I'll say it again. First off, root to the good bros. I love y'all.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got the